movie monsters, welcome back to the channel. This is the 11th episode of Movie Monster, and also it is the first episode of year 2023. So Happy New Year, guys, and today I have 4 movies for you, so let's get started. The first movie is The Last Duel by Ridley Scott. I didn't have a chance to see this one in the cinema. However, I grabbed the Blu-ray the first day they have released it. And there were some rumors about the movie. I believe I've seen it in a newspaper, and Ridley Scott was kind of angry with the people, just like the young people didn't understand the movie or whatever, that something like that. And that made me more curious about the movie. Young people didn't like it, so this movie didn't make the money that he was expecting. All right, it's a Ridley Scott movie anyway, so now this comment makes it more interesting. Let's see how it goes. And I've watched it, and I've seen what's wrong with this movie. Actually, this is a very beautiful movie, but it is not that entertaining. I mean, this movie is not for general audience. Seriously, Ridley Scott. Look, you don't need my advice, sir. However, the thing is, I'm a movie monster. I'm just reviewing the movies. I'll just tell what I think, my thoughts. I'll share my thoughts. So this could be an entertaining movie if it wasn't 2 hours and 30 minutes, if it was 1 hour and 30 or 45 minutes, and if you weren't telling the story from different perspectives, the same story from different perspectives in one movie, and also if the action scenes were more, this could be an entertaining movie. However, I believe Ridley Scott wanted to make an art movie. He just wanted to do something special, something that we should think deep about what we are watching. However, when you do the movie, when you shoot the movie that way, it's not becoming an entertaining movie. It's becoming something else, which is good actually. I really like this movie. It's every scene, every frame, every photo is an art piece here. But it is long. Zack Snyder's Justice League was long. It was 4 hours. However, that was entertaining. But this one is full of a lot of dialogues, and that makes it hard to watch actually somehow for the general audience. Not for me. I liked it a lot. My point is 9 for this movie. Yeah. So it could be 10 also, why not? But as I mentioned before, you need to make it with more action scenes and less dialogues, and a shorter movie if you wanted to make a popcorn comic movie. But this is not that. This is a good movie, but it is not for general audience. But the other thing about this movie is this is a real story. Yeah, I believe they have used the court records for this, shooting this one. So they just used some historical documents for shooting this one. And it's a really good story. It's dramatic and it's heroic. It is awesome. Seriously, you should give it a try. This is a new one. Probably most of you guys have seen this, but if you haven't seen it before, you should give it a try, because this is a beautiful art movie. Congratulations, Ridley Scott. You are awesome. I like all of your movies. I like this one too, but please don't be angry with the young ones, because they are just looking for something to watch in the cinema with their girlfriends and getting entertained. They don't want to be getting feel like they're drowning in a lot of details, you know? I believe you understood it. Okay, Ridley Scott's The Last Duel. It's an awesome movie. Give it a try. So, our second movie today is kind of old one from 2005. And it's Skeleton Key. Kate Hudson. All right. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. Why? Because the story is really clever. And you can't understand what's going on until you see the end of the movie. You know, sometimes when we are watching, especially with my wife, when we are watching movies, in the 15 minutes she's solving the problem and she said, this is the one, come on, don't tell it to me, girl. But yes, she's solving the problem immediately. But this one, it's not easy to understand what's going on. You need to see it all to understand. And it's a thriller movie. I'll tell you some details about it without spoilers, no spoilers. So this girl, this nice lady, Kate Hudson, she is a support worker and she's working in a hospital helping people with disabilities. Yeah, disabilities, and also mostly the old people who cannot take care of themselves, okay? And one day she wants to change a direction in her life and she just leaves the hospital and she is becoming a support worker for an old man who is living with his wife in a mansion, in an old mansion. And she is helping him as a support worker. And the story begins there. It is awesome. Skeleton Key. By the way, do you know what the Skeleton Key is? Most of you should know it, but I'll explain it anyway. Maybe there are some people who doesn't know it. Skeleton Key is a key that opens every single door in a house. So I believe they were using it in a mansions like which has a lot of rooms, and the servants are the people who are working in the house, the cleaners and whatever. They, rather than carrying a lot of keys in their pocket, they're just using that one skeleton key, which is opening all the doors inside the place. So skeleton key is that, and it has a connection with the movie. Surely there's a skeleton key in this movie too, and I recommend this if you haven't seen it before, because this, as I mentioned before, this is a clever story. And it's a beautiful movie. It's a good thriller movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. And give it a try. Skeleton Key is the second movie of episode 11. And also the second movie of the first year. All right. Did I say first year? Sorry, new year. 2023. Okay. Here's another one for you. Lots of chaos. What? Oh my God. Look, if you are in heavy metal music, especially if you are in black metal music, I'm pretty sure you know what this is. Lords of Chaos. But for the ones who doesn't know about it, I'll just give you some details about it. This is kind of documentary actually. It is telling the story of some young people who has a band named Mayhem in Norway, okay? And this one also has a book, but there are a lot of negative reactions about the book, just like the fans, especially the fans they're telling the lies, this book is not real and whatever. I haven't read the book, but I have seen the movie. And I was waiting for a very long time for this project, and I had chance to see this in the cinema with my wife, and that was a satisfying story. And I really want to believe that, and I believe that most of this story, probably 95% of this movie is real. I mean, why they would shoot a movie on lies? And look, where is it? It says based on truth and lies. The truth and lies. But most of them is real, I believe. It's real. And what's happening in this movie? These band members, these young people, this is actually a sad movie, I mean, one of the band members, wait, maybe I shouldn't give you some spoilers if you haven't seen it. So I won't say anything about it. Okay, I'll change my mind. I was planning to tell you what's happening here and what makes it dramatic, but I won't. But this looks like a cool black metal movie, but it's not. It's a drama movie, and it's really, really sad. Yeah, it's really hard to tell it without spoilers, but let's make it easy. It's basically, this is the story of some young people who lives in Norway, and they're creating their band called Mayhem, and there are some dramatic things are happening in this movie, and it is real. It is very real, and watching that real thing is kind of annoying, It's not kind of, it's really annoying, actually. I mean, you should give this a try. This is from Arrow Video. Arrow Video is from Germany? I don't know, but Arrow Video is, they have released this. This also has a DVD version, Australian edition. If you can't find this one, you can find the Australian edition DVD. It's a good one too. I have the Blu-ray in my collection, and yes, you see there there's a building there on fire. No, I won't give you spoilers, okay? But I know some of you are metalheads. You know the story, and surely you have your own thoughts about that. And these are my thoughts about the movie without spoilers. Just, if you haven't seen it before, give it a try. Lords of Chaos. Okay, this was the third movie, and our last movie is not a movie, it's a cartoon animation series from Warner Bros. I was planning to talk about this for a very long time because this is a unique and a rare one. They have shot this cartoon animation. What is it? Beware the Batman. This was prepared for Cartoon Network. It has just one season. Actually, I'm not in 3D animation at all. I really don't like to watch this kind of projects with this kind of 3D animation, but I really wanted to give this one a chance because Batman is one of my favorite heroes. So I'm in DC Comics, actually, mostly in DC Comics. So one day I've seen this on the shelves a couple of times, and one day I've decided to buy it. Okay, this time I'm buying it. I'm so glad that I've bought it because, yeah, I wasn't in this kind of 3D animation, but when I've seen it, I thought to myself, damn, I'm so glad that I have it in my collection because stories are awesome here. And Alfred, you know Alfred? Alfred is very cool. He is nearly the second Batman in this story, He is a cool guy helping Bruce with everything, and he's also like a mentor to Bruce, just like, Bruce, you shouldn't do that. Come on, Bruce, don't do this. And he's helping him a lot. Yes, I know he was always like that, but here in this project, Alfred is extra cool. And as I mentioned before, the story is awesome. There's no one story here. Stories are awesome. And animation quality is really dynamic and beautiful. I don't know why they have canceled it, but if there were more episodes, I will watch them. So this is a 2 DVD set actually. They both have 2 discs, so this is a 4 disc set. And if you haven't seen it before, you should give it a try. It's really nice to watch it when it's at weekends. Yeah, at the weekend. Friday night, Saturday morning, when you're having a breakfast with your children, or if you're a child with your parents. It's a beautiful cartoon animation. Even I didn't like the 3D animations. This one is good. Yeah, this one is good. So this is the first 3D animation project in my collection. And I believe this will open a portal to the other ones because I've changed my mind with 3D animation. So Beware the Batman is the last recommend of Movie Monster episode 11. So this is the second day of 2023. The year is young now. I wish you a happy new year, friends. So hopefully everything you have in your hearts will be real in 2023. So with this last verse, I'm finishing the episode 11. See ya. Bye.